I'm puffing here in a grain bin. Oh, all right, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. This bin is notorious. Excuse me, I just climbed down to the center and back up again. It's tough doing that. But this bin is notorious for getting snow right in that center there, right there. And it's no different today than it was 20, 30 years ago. It just does it. The wind blows here on this farm all the time. And when it's snowing, snow comes in and, lands in the middle. Now, that'd be no big deal, right? It's a big deal because what happens is when you turn that auger on, it will take this snow right here. It'll take this snow and it'll put it right over top of the auger and create a bridge. So what I'm gonna do is there's no bridge right now, but I'm gonna pick this chunk of shit up and I'm gonna carry it up and I'm gonna throw it out the door because I've already had this experience once this year. See that? And this is my second trip up here. Cool. You don't want anything in here. Anything at all. Okay. What's that? Corn looks good. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't worried about bridging when I came in because the last loads that I sold out of here, I think I sold 4 or 8, I don't know. Yeah, the last loads that I sold out of here, the last 2, it flowed perfect. The first 3, or the first 2, it bridged. And I just don't want that to happen again. It sucks. Because what I ended up doing, let me talk to you while I'm sitting in here. What I ended up doing was actually taking the asphyxiator, that great big heater I've got in the building there, and running it into the fan, which isn't good for the fan, makes it too hot, but that's how I got it to melt out. And we ran that fan for quite a while, and of course the last load went flawlessly, no issues whatsoever. So all the wet corn that was in there had come out. Now if you're not careful and you don't get all that wet corn out of there, it'll sprout in there, and then you've got a big old conglomerated mess, which would take a lot more effort to get it cleaned out than what I ever want to do again, because I've had it happen. So it was just a good thing I came in here today and dug that out. I am slightly out of shape because it's winter time and I'm not as active right now as I normally am. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a view of the outside world here from atop of this bin. Now Dad just came in. It is a snowy winter wonderland that it is. I could climb to the top, but it's packed with snow and I don't really want to do that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly didn't. There's the ice and corn that I chucked down there, and it's okay. But I gotta change over to spikes back on the 6210R. My dad is gonna load my load of hay for Monday. All right, we've got the rotor back in. Only took a little bit of fanny-agling. You know, fanny-agling. I honestly think that both Tim and Dad are correct and I am wrong on this. You wanna know something? I'm pretty certain that I'm going to have to move those inward just a little bit. That sprocket's to be run off of the upper sprocket, and it seems like it is about a washer off. And I think I'm gonna take a washer out of it. Right, Tim?
I fucked up.
What did you do?
I forgot to put the damn washers in.
What washer?
The washers behind us.
Well, you dumbass, what'd you do that for? What do you mean?
Space between the...
Well, yeah, Tim. Where's the washers?
I don't know.
Oh, look. I don't know. You're gonna have to call code. No, they're all right in here. Where are the duckies? Where are the duckies? I found the first little duck. Quack, quack. And he didn't even know what I did. That's mean, but he's reaching for his ass crack, so he knows something went down there. Anyway, so this is a camless pickup. Probably one of the best pickups ever designed by anybody is the camless pickup. Can spin at a super high rate of speed and be absolutely silent. It will pick up the finest. Look at, he's got that thing really zinging now. And you put it right down through the center of those. It is a little bit to the left, but there it's a little bit to the right. I think we're about as good as you're gonna get. And that's how you test them. You spin them like that to see where they're gonna. I don't need it going that fast. Slow it down. I need it stopped, actually. So, yeah. And that's that. Smooth move, X-Lax. Did it hurt?
No.
You,
Stopped it.
yeah, if you didn't break your damn arm. Anyway, so that's it. Camless pickups. They're great. They really are great. So, anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that sucker off of there, which is gonna be a little bit of a job because I drove the keyway in. So, hey, stop spinning it. Anyway, that's right. Oh yeah. So I gotta pry that off of there. Right, Tim? Okay, I got a brand new rotor. That rotor's brand new. And that's how easy it turns. Anyway, I don't need the new sprocket on this side because it's just a driven side. This chain just drives the auger that's on the inside like a cell, right? So I really don't need to have the new sprocket. This sprocket's over $300 from Krone. I think that's what it is. I'd have to look, but I believe it is. But anyway, I did something kind of dumb. Not really me. I think Timothy did it. I'm not gonna argue that with him, but I think he put a standard bolt in that metric hole and cause it fucked it up a little bit, but that's no big deal. So what you do is you just chase them out. And I hate metric, I really do. That's the worst thing about a Krone Baler, is that they use the metric system. Watch, I'm going to do something stupid and snap that little thing off of there. So anyway, that's enough. Oops. Okay, so that's it. Now what I'll do here, if you guys are wondering, it's a Husky. This kit is a Husky kit. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I like it a lot more than the Craftsman one that I have. It just works, you know? It just works. You gotta be careful with that handle though, because the handle, if you turn it, you don't want to force it, because if you push down on it, Cody had the unfortunate, excuse me, Cody had the unfortunate experience of forcing it down and snapping the thing apart, and I ended up, I don't think it was his fault. I think it was actually not put together completely right, but I flip it upside down so that the switch is on the bottom to turn it right from left, you know, to reverse the direction. And then you can put a little bit of force on if you're starting one of these. Anyway, comes in a nice little carry case. Metric, it goes to M12. In standard, it goes to 1/2 inch. The Craftsman kit that I have, and actually, you could probably just take a quick gander here. It might even have the part number on here. Well, it does, but it's kind of half worn off. But this is it. It's the 77 piece ratcheting, tap, and die set. There's not much of a part number there, but that's what it is, and I like it. I like it a lot, I really do. So anyway, it's good. You can, small enough you can throw it in. Okay, good morning. Well, as you can probably possibly tell, I got a lot of things going on. If you witnessed me falling off the snowmobile live the other day, yes, I got hurt. Didn't feel any pain right away. Didn't feel any pain for several hours, but when I got home, I knew it was coming. You know, it's like when you sprain something, it's like something doesn't feel quite right, but let's say we take a couple aspirins and wait for that to set in pretty good. So I took a belt of rum and I drank down some water and a couple of aspirins, and then 2 hours later, I took some Tylenol. I went to bed, did not sleep very well. Yesterday, kind of took it easy. Such is life, you know. One thing for sure, I know there was some people who were calling me an idiot for not wearing a helmet. You know what? I used to wear a helmet a lot. Always used to have a sore neck from that 5-pound helmet that was on my head. Always. You know, whether you fell off or not. I fell off of sleds all the time. I don't generally go into wooded areas where a helmet would be necessary. Pretty much a helmet is for tree limbs and shit are going to whack you in the face or head or whatever. I did get a sticker bush across the nostril there. That was, shit, that's been a while ago, a couple weeks ago now, damn thing. Anyway, so no, I don't wear a helmet out in the open fields. When I do go through the woods, I go fairly slowly. And when I did wreck this thing, I didn't wreck the sled at all. It didn't bother the sled at all. I had broke that trail. I thought I was perfectly fine going up across that field like that. The problem is I was 3 feet to the left of where I had gone up several times earlier that day. And there's a divot. That was an old cedar patch that probably back in the 50s or 60s they pushed it out. And the cedar trees are all long since gone. Any of the logs they took away, but not the logs, but the posts they took away, and the rest is all rotted away, you know, long ago. But the divots or the holes are left there, and it's been a pasture for many, many years. Now my dad wants me to put corn in there this coming year, so I think that's what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it. So when this snow melts off, I'm going to push that out. But anyways, launched that sled about, Tim seemed to think it was 7 to 10 feet in the air with me on it. Flew 50 to 70 feet. And it all happened that fast because I was going about 70 miles per hour. Yeah, that's a really fast sled. It'll go well over 100 miles an hour. I've had it well over 100 miles an hour. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, when the sled landed, it landed on its tail. Bam! Bounces back up because of the suspension in the next hole that it hit. Did that 3 times. The third time, I bailed. I was like, that's it. Landed with my left leg stabbing into the snow, and I'd say hyperextending it. And then I pivoted to my back and slid uphill about 30 feet on my back, which I didn't get hurt from that. My neck's not stiff. My arms are a little sore because I bent the handlebars. But anyways, that's just me being me. The other thing is, yeah, I'm fine. I'll survive. Yeah, I got a knee brace on. It's actually a lot better today than it was yesterday. It's just a nasty sprain. I can put weight on it and walk. It's tough going down hills and pushing in clutches, which is why I'm not driving hay today. Part of the reason why I'm not driving hay today. It's supposed to snow and I gotta take my wife to the dentist. So anyway, with that being said, yeah, we're gonna talk about necessary maintenance and preventative maintenance. Okay? There's a difference. And you know what? I'm actually gonna make that on Ag Talk in the Raw. So if you're watching the end of this thing, go to Ag Talk in the Raw. I'm going to post a video there now, coffee, about necessary maintenance and preventative maintenance. So stay tuned and go to Ag Talk in the Raw if you haven't already been there.